Hey guys, I am trying a little bit of um, a new way of making videos here. So this is on Zoom, of course, but I want to give you some updates about the studio, what's going on at the studio and what's coming up, and also introduce our featured artist to you. So this month, February, is Pat French. So if you come to the Friday Painters with Carolyn Thayer, then you have seen her there because she comes every Friday for the last like 2 years. So she paints with Carolyn a lot. She does a lot of landscapes, animals. As you can see, her fun style of all of the different characters. She's always painting animals, or like when you come in and paint with Carolyn, she's always adjusting the paintings to do her own thing. Like she'll bring her own canvas to paint on. She'll bring her own size, and then she'll add other animals to it, or some of them you might recognize some of the paintings that were in Carolyn's classes, but then she puts her own twist on them. So that's always fun to see what she creates. And like all of the animals, I love the painting that's on the wall with all the different animals on there. That one is, I think she said it's the different personalities of the Friday Painters. So that was a fun one. But yeah, Pat French is busy, always making stuff, always trying new things. We love to have her work there. You can always buy, whenever we have a featured artist, you can always buy the art, but it doesn't go through our system, okay? So the money just goes straight to the artist. We don't take like a commission or anything. And the idea is just for artists that are just trying to get started, get their, just make new connections. If you want to know the story about the featured artist, you can ask me in depth. The library in Sheridan offered a featured artist, and I did that for a while. And that's how I kind of became an artist. I did a show there and they would put it on for free. So that was cool. Yeah, so Pat French is our featured artist, and that'll be hanging up all this month. So come in, check out her stuff. And okay, so now I want to talk about the upcoming classes and things. So, and show you how to use our website if you haven't ever been on there. Because we definitely have made a few updates and everything to it. So I'm going to share a screen here. Go to the Crooked Line page. So this is just Crooked Line Studios homepage. So if you go to our website and you go to www.crookedlinestudio.com, this is where you'll land. This is our landing page. All right, get myself kind of out of the way here. So when you're on our homepage, you can do a couple of things. You can go to classes up here. You can see classes if you click this button. If you scroll through here, we have a little bit of information about us. And then at the bottom, we have some new blogs and stuff. This one is a fun one that Brittany just wrote up the other day. So go check that out. That we do blog posts over there on WordPress. So go check that out. And I've did a couple in the past about upcoming things, but you can see that one was in 2020. So it's been a while. So we're just getting back on the blog post stuff. But you can see classes here, and then up here there's an event calendar. So if you go to classes, either here or here, it brings you to our Square site that is connected right into our retail shop, and you can click on these. The trouble with this page though is it doesn't have the dates. It has a picture and the price, but then you got to click on them and open them up, and then click over here to see what the dates are. So that gets to be kind of a pain. So I'll show you what you can do. So if we go back to our home page here, and then instead of clicking classes here or here, go to event calendar. So Brittany has made this where all of the the days are in order, so it's a calendar of all the classes. So January, so we have February, and we're just getting ready to do March. We're gathering all the information for that. So here's February, and let us know if we're missing classes and things on there, or if they have like the wrong dates. Like last week, we had some of the classes that had a little bit of the wrong information. So somebody shot a message and I was like, oh, okay. So we got that fixed up, but we are getting better at that. And if you notice anything, let us know, or if there's something that's interesting or glitching, let us know, because we are working out the kinks. So on here, you can go to the class. So these are clickable links. Let's see, so tonight is Wednesday watercolor. If you want to click on that one, it brings you right to the page where you can buy it and reserve your seat, choose which day you want to go to, and there's a little bit of information about the class that's coming up here. So let's see, you can do gift cards too up at the top. Let's go back to the calendar here. So Friday painters, Wednesday, so we got Thursday, we got Painting 102 on Thursday, then mixed media meetup, watercolor next steps with Noel Hawks starts on Thursday, but that class filled up. Both of them did, the next steps and the 101. So that's pretty cool. And Friday, we have open art, Friday painters with Carolyn. So open art is in the morning, 10 a.m. to noon. And open art is, it's mostly, you do your own thing. So if you're working on something, you come in and you bring your supplies and you're just working around other people. So it's $8, which we are thinking about jumping those prices a little bit, and especially the canvas. I can tell you right now that that $2 price is gonna jump up a little bit as we're getting dialed in on more. But you can pick the day and then walk through, and you have Google Pay here, so you could click add to cart. Oh, I double clicked it accidentally. So that brings it over here. I only want one, and then when you go down, you can click checkout or continue shopping, and it'll bring you to all of this, where you can place your order. We also do Cash App now. They just recently added that to their thing. You don't have to do Google Pay. There's all different kinds of options. I'm not going to buy one because I don't want to do that. Okay, so we'll go back to the event calendar. Then Friday painters is similar to 101 or 102 with Carolyn. So it's acrylic painting. They meet up on Friday afternoons, 1 to 3:30. That's also a 6-week series, and they're a little, some of them are a little more advanced. So Carolyn kind of walks around and helps out. Sometimes they got a couple different paintings going on throughout the class on that day. But in the evening on the 4th, I also have a class drawing urban scenes. Also on the 4th, this Friday, is Art Walk. So if you're out and about downtown, definitely go downtown and check that out. There's artists all over the place. I unfortunately won't be able to make it this time. I really wanted to see a couple artists. I had them picked out, but I did not plan ahead, and I planned a class on that night. So I'll be at the studio teaching instead. Let's see, what do we got coming up? Then Saturday, I'm just at the studio by myself, 11 to 6 retail hours. You can come say hi. Like on that day, like when there's no classes, if you jump on the calendar and like this Saturday, it just says studio open 11 to 6, you can always stop in and basically do an unscheduled open art if we don't have like a party or something. But like this Saturday, if you got on the website and you saw that it says just 11 to 6 p.m. that we're open, then stop in and see if there's anything going on, and you can pay the $8, set up, make stuff. Of course, if you need like a brush or something or some paint, we have all of that, but we keep it at $8 because then we don't have to offer supplies for everything. Then that way it gives you something to do for like a pretty cheap price. If you want the supplies, of course, you can add the $2, or pretty soon it might be a $5 or something charge instead of a $2. So that's always an option. So, and then what do we got coming up this next week? So the 7th, on Monday nights, we have Painting 101 and Open Art. On Mondays, I know it's a little confusing, but on the studio, our retail hours are closed. So we're not open for retail hours, we're only open for the evening classes. So it's kind of the same idea as Sunday. Like every once in a while we'll have a class on Sunday, but like on Google, it will say we're closed because we're only open for events. So Monday night, we do usually have classes. Tuesday, 11 to 6, February 9th, Watercolor Wednesday, and then Claudia is offering her Evolution of a Face. We just launched that, so it doesn't look like we quite have that that link clickable, but if I go to the homepage, I want to show you that class because it's really cool. So if we go down here, right here is Evolution of a Face. Also, I'm excited to tell you about the kids classes, but Evolution of a Face with Claudia, that starts on the 9th. I think there's 4 or 5 people in the class right now. It's a series, so it's 125, and it goes from Wednesday, it's Wednesdays, 6 to 8:30, and it's from February 9th to March 2nd. So each Wednesday night you meet up, and she does walks you through all these things. So in the description, it tells you week 1 is focused on eyes. Week 2 is about the nose, and lips. Week 3, learn to construct different head shapes. And week 4, create a collage background. Add one of the faces you created in week 3. So it's a series that builds on each other. So it's $125, which is not bad. That's not bad for a series. And of course, all of our classes have all the supplies included. So if you're ever wondering when you're looking at a class, if it has a supply, where the supply list is, we'll have all the stuff there. And then the collage classes, of course, you can always bring your own stuff to add to it. So like your own paper, your own, that kind of stuff. And of course, if you're taking like a watercolor series with Noelle Hawk, she will have all of the paint for you. She has a kit that she puts together for you. And it's part of, if you're taking 101, you have to buy the kit because we need you to have all of the paints. So that's added on to it. Let me show you an example of that. So Watercolor 101, where is it? I saw it a little bit ago. So here we go, Watercolor 101. So this one is sold out, but if you do, like this one doesn't have the option to buy a kit. So it includes the kit with it. So it's $225 for the whole series. So she does Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., February 3rd through March 10th. So that's 101. But then watch, if I go to 102 at the bottom here, so Watercolor 102, then when I go to buy it, it's $185. And then, so if you wanted to do that one, and there's still room in this one. And then if you took the 101, then nope, you have what you need. And then, or yes, I need the kit. So 102, it's highly recommended to take the 101 before the 102 with Noelle Hawk, because she builds on what you learned in 101. So if you have taken 101 with Noelle before, either at our studio or somewhere else you've learned from her, and you kind of have her palette set up and you know who she is and what she's got going on, you can feel free to join the 102. If you're unsure, give us a call and we'll let you know what you need to know to do the 102 with Noelle Hawk. But usually, so right now there's 9 signed up in the 101, and she likes to have 8 or 9. You might be able to push her to 10, probably not though. So in the 101, those people a lot of times end up signing up for the 102, but right now you can still sneak in there if you if you want. Let's see, let's go back to the event calendar. Okay, we just cruise through now we're into February. So February 3rd, yeah, that's when all the 101 and 102 start. February 9th is with Claudia. Then mixed media meetup. That is a cool thing on Thursday nights. So Thursday nights they meet up 6 to 8:30, and it's on the opposite side of the room from the painting 102. And there's a group of about five gals that meet up and do mixed media. So if you're a mixed media artist, come in. They kind of every once in a while, one of them will like teach or share. It's not really like an instructed class. It's the same as the open art, but it's for mixed media. So every once in a while, they will share a tip or a technique that they've learned with each other. And they sometimes share supplies or share, like, of course, if you're a mixed media artist, you get it. You have all of the supplies. So you'll trade with them, trade this for that, and do, kind of move around. But yeah, mixed media artists, check that out. It's $10. Again, it's just a meetup, hanging out with friends. So we kind of part of the reason for this update is we have launched a lot of classes just in the last couple of days for February. So I just want to get you up to speed on that. And Brittany is doing 2 Valentine's Day classes. So you had me at Merlot. This one is for single people instead of couples, okay? So you're going to be painting this, and you have the chance to win this rad gift basket that she put together with chocolate and a sloth and wine as my Valentine glass. And then this bottle of wine, she went over to Yellowstone Cellar and Winery and partnered with them to, we wanted to do like a class where they came in and you like sampled wine while you were painting this cool painting right here that Brittany painted while you were painting that, but they can't sell like at our location. Their license only allows them to sell in their space. So what we ended up doing is we got this, and so this is a giveaway. So you can, I'm not sure how she comes up with games and everything, so you can win that. Let's see, and that's, you had me at Merlot, and then the Love and Skylines is on the 12th. So the singles is on the 11th, Friday the 11th, and then Saturday the 12th, she's doing a date night. So this is for couples. So $40 is for 2 of you together. And it's on the 12th, 4 to 6 p.m. And I think there's a couple seats left in that one. And you also can win a gift basket for this one. So there's, again, a wine bottle, some spicy dice, some chocolates, and a couple games, and a little fun cloth here. I don't know why the picture is cropped. Oh, there we go. Well, no, still just as bad. I gotta switch that picture. But that's Love and Skylines on the 12th. So then that's into the next week, the 14th. So you get the idea. You can cruise through. We have a lot of series going on right now, series classes. Alcohol Inks is coming up on the 18th. That's a really cool class. There's Alcohol Inks 101. Let's click on that one, check it out. With Tristina Sullivan. So those are fun. They're wild, as you can see. Alcohol inks are kind of like watercolor. You splash them on there, but to me, they feel like a little more wild than watercolor, a little more unpredictable. That's on the 18th from 1 to 2:30. Friday the 18th, 1 to 2:30. They're pretty quick. You will be making a piece. I should put that in the description. People have been calling, like saying, like, hey, are we actually making something? And yes, you are. You do some little test ones, you try them out, and then you have one or two bigger ones that you get to make stuff on. All right, so that is an actual class. You will be making stuff. You won't necessarily be making exactly what's here on the picture, because they are a little unpredictable, and you will be trying out different techniques and doing your own thing a little bit. Okay, that's Alcohol Inks. And let's see, Drawing People. Yeah, I think on the 18th is when I start that one. So this is a class where you'll be drawing from a grid, and we'll be plotting from a photograph. You'll be using a photograph and drawing a grid on it, and then drawing a grid on a piece of paper. And we'll be using the grid method to draw as realistic as we can in 3 sessions. So it's February 18th to March 4th, and in the evening from 6 to 8 p.m. So that's a Friday evening. And the idea is to learn how to draw as realistic as we can from photographs using the grid. And I'll tell you right now, it's a class that you really have to want to do, because drawing from a grid is kind of like you're plotting points. And so it's like, oh man, if you're not into it, it's you want to pull your hair out. But it ends up really rewarding, and you learn a lot. Like a lot of times when we're drawing, we want to exaggerate things. So when you draw from a grid and you dial it in, you learn how to like train your eye to see how big and what shape the shapes actually are, rather than exaggerating it. We always draw the eyes too big. We draw, too big or too small. We move them too far apart. We move them at the wrong angle. So it teaches you a lot about just learning how to see and compare what you're doing to different, or like compare what you're seeing to the borders of your paper. When you draw the picture, you have the borders, and it helps you draw right away, rather than drawing from life. When you're drawing from life, just looking, you don't have your borders. Anyway, I'm starting to teach because I I love that class. I get passionate about it. All right, where I love drawing and teaching. Okay, so we'll go back to the county. Drawing people. So the same idea with Claudia, her the drawing the people, painting people, evolution of a face. You're going to be doing a similar thing about learning about faces and painting them and adjusting them and learning how faces are put together. Okay, so give that one a go. There's a couple more. That one's coming up hot. So that one's on the 9th. Mine doesn't start until the 18th. So if you want in on hers is more free flowing, mixed media, collage kind of stuff. Dive in on that acrylic painting. Mine's all pencil. I had a little bit of color on there, but that was just last minute pastel that I drew around with it. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. And then New Year's, there are New Year, new paint pours with Brittany. So she's doing another paint pour. So a lot of you come in and ask about paint pours. We don't do them that often. So here, this one's coming up. Let's see, I think she was gonna say you could bring in like your Christmas ornaments, and with the extra stuff, extra paint, we can pour it onto the ornaments, okay? And do a little paint pour on those as well, because those were fun for this this holiday. That class is February 19th, 10 a.m. to noon. All right. So let's go back again to this, because I think there was one more I wanted to mention. Mixed media, we're getting pretty far out here. 25th. I think there's one with, there's Alcohol Links 102 with Tristina, and that is 10 to 11:30 a.m. on the 26th. And that is another Alcohol Links. This one you get to use a heat gun, and you get to mess around with a couple more kind of glitter and like shimmery, what does it say? Add shimmer and shine to your pieces. All the supplies are included. February 26th, 10 to 11:30. Okay. But I want to go back to this Carolyn of Things New. So she is All Things New again with Carolyn there. So this one is a longer class. It's on a 16 by 20 inch canvas, $65, February 26th, 9 to 4. And so you'll be probably taking a break for lunch and then go wherever you want to go. You can order in food. You can go down to, there's Black Dog if they're open, and then there's all kinds of restaurants, Pita Pit, there's Steve's Hot Dogs, there's Well Paired, there's all kinds of things around us that you can, Chalet Market, that one's really good. I really like their stuff. Anyway, this video is getting rather long, okay? So let's go back here, and February 28th is the last day. We just launched it the other day, so it's not on there, but February 28th, Carolyn starts another Painting 101. So if you would like to do Painting 101 with Carolyn Thayer, the new 6-week series is starting on February 28th, and it goes until April 4th, and it's $225, and we'll have all the supplies there for you. And that class, how that works is we will have a canvas board there for you, and then each time you come, you will do another painting. So each night you'll either do one and start a new one, or you'll just do one, and the next time you come, you'll start a new one, okay? So you're moving pretty fast. She's walking you through all kinds of things. So that should do it. Come in, check out our featured artist, Pat French, this month. Check out her stuff. And upcoming next month is Allie, I think. I might have messed that up. I think it's Allie. That's it. That's a long update. That's kind of what we got going on this month. If you are interested in teaching, or if you know somebody that's interested in teaching, reach out to us. We are finalizing the March calendar, but I think Julie said that we're going to do April and May together, and you can teach some classes in April and May if you're interested. We would love to have more teachers in the studio, a bigger diversity. We're growing and people are asking for more classes. We've been getting some questions about pencil drawing, a lot of questions about clay, but we don't do clay, and clay's a whole different studio. So I send them over to 504 Square Feet. If you guys know of anywhere else that people can do clay, Coffee and Canvas, they do, I think they used to do like painting, it's acrylic painting on clay, I'm not sure, but people really want to do like come in and glaze something and then fire it. So if you have a business, you have something set up where people can come in and glaze something and fire it, let us know and I'll send people your way, okay? That's about it. That's the update from Dan for Crooked Line. If you watch this far, I hope you're doing well and having a good day, and we will see you in the studio soon, okay? Have a wonderful week, afternoon, day, evening, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this.